You've been doing it all wrong, haven't you? You tell everyone about your struggles. You complain. You explain. You hope someone will understand. You wait for advice. You wait for validation. But here's the truth, and it might hurt. No one really cares. Not your friends, not your family, not even that one person you think will listen. They're busy, they're distracted, and honestly, their lives aren't about fixing yours. Every minute you spend talking about your problems is a minute stolen from action. Every complaint strengthens your fear, your frustration, your doubt. And the world keeps moving with or without you. So here's the real question. Are you going to keep talking? Or are you finally going to do something about it? The next few minutes will change how you think about problems, complaining, and action forever. Because the life you want doesn't come from talking about it. It comes from moving. If you're ready to stop whining, stop waiting, and start winning, stay with me. Because what I'm about to show you will make you take action, even when no one is watching. Here's the truth. Talking about your problems does nothing. Zero. Nada. You can vent, complain, share your frustrations with everyone around you, and guess what? The world doesn't change. Your life doesn't change. Results don't magically appear because you told someone about your struggles. Action beats talking every single time. The person who quietly solves their problems while others are still debating or whining is the one who moves ahead. Think about it. The most successful people you admire aren't famous for how many times they shared their struggles. They're known for what they did, not what they said. When you tell people your problems, you're seeking validation or sympathy. You're hoping someone will fix it for you. But the reality is, no one owes you a solution. You do. You're the one responsible for your life. And until you take action, nothing else matters. Here's the secret. Taking action rewires your brain. Every time you do the hard thing, every time you move despite fear or uncertainty, your confidence grows. Momentum builds. Talking about your problem might feel good temporarily, but action creates permanent change. Start small. Pick one thing today, just one, and take concrete steps towards solving it. Don't tell anyone. Don't seek permission. Don't wait for encouragement. Move first. Let results speak later. The world will notice action, not excuses. Results are magnetic. They pull opportunity, respect, and influence toward you. And here's the kicker. Once you start acting instead of talking, your problems shrink. What seemed impossible becomes manageable. To stop sharing your struggles as if that's progress. It isn't. Take the first step. Solve one problem. Do one thing. Because action always beats talking every single time. Let's be honest. Complaining feels good. For a moment, it releases tension. It makes you feel like someone is listening. But here's the hard truth. Complaining does nothing to solve your problems. In fact, it keeps you stuck. Every complaint is a brick in the wall between you and your goals. When you complain, you strengthen the problem in your mind. You rehearse it, replay it, and give it energy. Your brain starts to focus on the obstacle instead of the solution. And the longer you dwell, the harder it becomes to act. Complaining creates comfort in stagnation. It's easy, safe, and addictive. But it doesn't get you anywhere. Real growth comes from discomfort, from facing what's hard and moving anyway, from taking responsibility instead of blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck. When you shift from complaining to action, your brain rewires itself to look for solutions instead of excuses. You start seeing opportunity where you once saw obstacles. This isn't just motivational talk, it's science. Every time you complain, neural pathways strengthen around negativity. Every time you take action, new pathways form around courage and problem solving. You have a choice: strengthen weakness or strengthen resilience. So stop rehearsing your problems in front of anyone. Stop finding temporary relief in venting. Use that energy to act. Solve one thing today. Take one hard step toward the life you want. Move before you feel ready. Move before the fear tells you to wait. Complaining is easy. Action is hard. But action transforms. Complaining keeps you weak. Action makes you unstoppable. Your life doesn't need another complaint. It needs one step forward. Take it. Here's a truth most people don't want to hear. No one is responsible for your life but you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not your partner, no one. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you start taking control. Too many of us spend years expecting others to fix our problems, validate our decisions, or guide us to success. We complain about our circumstances, blame others for our mistakes, and wait for someone to understand us. But life doesn't work that way. Waiting for permission or validation is a trap. It keeps you powerless, stuck in the waiting room of your own potential. Responsibility is freedom. When you accept that your life is yours, entirely yours, everything changes. You stop giving away your power to excuses, opinions, or the approval of others. You start making decisions based on what matters to you, not what others think is safe, smart, or acceptable. This doesn't mean you ignore advice or refuse help. It means you act first. You solve your problems, take your risks, and face your fears without waiting for someone else to rescue you. People can support you, but they can't live your life for you. That's your job. The people who succeed are not the ones who complain, wait, or blame. They're the ones who take ownership. They step into discomfort. They act while others are still debating or hoping for a miracle. Every choice, every action, every failure, and every win belongs to them. And that ownership is what creates unstoppable momentum. So stop waiting for someone to understand, validate, or rescue you. Stop giving your power away. Take responsibility, own your life, act decisively. Because the moment you do, you'll realize you've had everything you needed to change your life all along. Here's the reality. Talking about your problems doesn't solve anything. It feels productive, but it isn't. The more you verbalize your struggles, the less likely you are to take action. Every conversation that dwells on what's wrong is energy stolen from what could actually make things better. Momentum is built quietly. It starts with one decision, one action, one step forward. But the second you spend time explaining, justifying, or complaining, that momentum slows down. Your energy gets scattered, your focus breaks, and the problem you wanted to solve, it grows bigger in your mind while you're talking about it instead of doing something about it. Here's the harsh truth. People don't act on your problems, you do. No one will fix them for you. Every second spent talking about what's wrong is a second you could have spent moving toward the solution. Talking too much creates the illusion of progress when in reality, it's a trap that keeps you stuck. Action doesn't require an audience. In fact, real action happens when no one is watching. Solve your problems quietly. Make progress silently. Let your results speak louder than your words. Because when you act first and talk later, you build credibility, confidence, and unstoppable momentum. So today, stop explaining. Stop justifying. Stop verbalizing your obstacles. Choose action over discussion. Take one hard step. Send that message. Make that call. Complete that task. And do it now. Don't tell anyone until it's done. Don't wait for validation. Move first. Talking is easy. Acting is hard. But momentum favors those who move, not those who speak. When you stop talking so much and start doing, you'll discover that problems shrink, confidence grows, and life starts moving in your favor fast. Here's a fact most people ignore. Real growth happens when no one is watching. Not on social media, not in your group chat, not in the office gossip. It happens quietly, privately, and intentionally when you decide to put in the work without applause, without validation, and without excuses. Too often we confuse talking with progress. We share our struggles, our plans, our goals, hoping someone will cheer us on, give advice, or tell us we're right. But results don't come from conversation. They come from action, from showing up when no one is noticing, from doing the hard work day after day, silently, while others are still scrolling, complaining, or debating. Silence allows focus. Silence allows discipline to form. Silence removes distractions and forces you to rely on yourself, your mind, your willpower, your determination. This is where transformation is built. Every success story you admire started in silence. Every breakthrough started with someone acting when no one else believed, when no one else cared. The secret is this: when you grow in silence, you don't just gain skills or achievements, you gain confidence, resilience, and independence. You prove to yourself that you don't need validation or sympathy to move forward. Your results speak for themselves. Your progress becomes undeniable. So, stop announcing every struggle. Stop seeking approval for your efforts. Stop performing before you've even acted. Instead, work in silence. Commit to the task, the habit, the goal. Push through discomfort when no one is watching. Keep moving when no one notices, because when you finally reveal the results, people will respect your action, not your excuses. Growth isn't loud, it's deliberate, it's consistent, and it happens in silence.